Hi, I'm Linda with paperboutique.blogspot.com, and today we're going to be making glitter glue. This is my third video on glitter, and today we're going to be using something different to make the glitter glue. In my first video, we used glossy accents to make a glitter glue that would not flake off, and that particular glitter glue looked like this. In my second video, we used Mod Podge, and throughout that whole video I called it Mod Podge, so please forgive me. And this is what the Mod Podge glitter looked like. Now I'll have the links to those videos on my YouTube channel in case you would like to see them. But today we're going to be using nail polish to make glitter glue. I was doing research for my Fab 5 Friday post and saw videos on YouTube on how to make glitter nail polish. Well, I immediately thought, what if I can make the glitter glue out of nail polish? So I decided to give it a try. And here, these are purchased nail polishes, and we're going to talk about those in a moment. But first I want to show you, here's an example of two of the glitter glues that I made, and I love it. For both of these I used Martha Stewart glitter. I went to Shopko, and let me grab one of these. I went to Shopko and purchased a Wet n Wild polish. I hope you can see that. It's hard to see the writing. That was on sale for 99. Well, it's not on sale for 99. It's regularly 99 cents, and if you purchase 2 bottles, the second one was half price. So I actually got one for 99 and one for 50 cents. And I used the Martha Stewart glitter, and later on in the video I'm going to show you how I made my own. But while shopping for clear nail polish, I discovered, let me bring it back in, a couple of nail polishes, it's so funny, that will function as glitter glue and you don't have to do anything to them. Let me just show you what they look, what it looks like. You can just go ahead and use this glitter over a piece of, similar colored paper, and it's gorgeous. And this particular one has 2 coats of just this Wet n Wild, and it was 99 cents or 50 cents, and I think it turned out great. But the thing I'm really excited about is this. This is actually called Hallucination, and it's from Wet n Wild. And what I always want to do is try to make something that looks like the Stardust stickles. And this is one of my favorite. All the iridescent stickles are my favorite. And when I found this nail polish for 99 cents, I was jumping up and down. Now, I'm not sure if nail polish is acid-free, but I'm only planning on using it on my cards. And there are several other shades that are available in the glitter nail polish. You might want to try them. But let me show you some of the differences with this Wet n Wild and the glitter glue. Well, first of all, here is, and I'm going to try to get this centered. I'm going to pull these down and show you these one at a time. This particular flower is coated with stickles, okay? Now this is just a plain flower that I punched, and you could use these on your Cricut cuts, and look at this. This is 2 coats of this nail polish. It looks just like the stickles. Here's another flower that's just coated with this nail polish, and it looks great too. What you have to watch, I found one paper that changes color with the nail polish, so you have to keep an eye on it, and that was this one. You can see that was the color before and after, so you really want to watch that. But the others it worked on. Let me bring some of these more up into focus. That is using 2 coats of the nail polish, and you've already seen the blue, but I want to show you, these are kind of hard and little to get out of the way here. I want to show you another stickles. This particular one is using the Stickles Stardust. This one is using 1 coat of the Wet n Wild glitter nail polish, and this one is using 2 coats. Isn't that amazing? Now the other thing that you can do is use this particular polish over the homemade glitter polishes that you did, and it'll give it another look. Well, let me show you. We're going to be making this in just a minute, and this is the homemade, I think I called it glitter polish, but I'm using it as glitter glue. It also works on your nails, which I also tried. This is coated with the nail polish that I made, using the Martha Stewart tourmaline. And this one's coated with this beautiful brownstone glitter from Martha Stewart. And this one's the tourmaline. And we'll be making those in just a minute. But back to this particular product, I went ahead and painted this over the top of the glitter glue that I made. And look, you get, I'm going to move these, you get almost a three-dimensional glitter look. I just love the effect. Well, at this point, I'd like to just go ahead and pause the video, and I'll set up to make the glitter glue, and we'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. While we were gone, I went ahead and set up for making the actual glitter glue. And this is the glitter glue we're going to be making. And I'm going to be using Martha Stewart Brownstone Glitter. And I'm just going to move some of this out of the way. And I'm going to be using Wet n Wild, the nail polish we talked about earlier. This is, I don't know if you can see this, it's a full bottle. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and poured out, about 1/4 of an inch, so that, well, maybe 3/8 of an inch, so that there's room for the glitter. And I don't know that you'll be able to see that because I'm filming from overhead. So we're just going to move this out of the way, and then I'm going to bring in my Martha Stewart glitter. Now, what you'll want to do when you're making it yourself, you probably are going to want to, I didn't, but you're probably going to want to take the time to do a better funnel than I'm going to use here. You can also use tips off of metal icing tips, or you can purchase inexpensive small funnels at the dollar store, but I'm just going to show you. And it's totally up to you. This is kind of the consistency we're going for. And this, once again, is the purchase glitter. And I like to use fine glitter, but you can mix it up and use fine and thicker glitter. But you want about this consistency, so you don't want it to move around a lot. It's really thick. The other thing I want to mention, and let me bring this in, if you're going to make a lot of it, what I would recommend doing, and I don't know if you can see that ball in there. I'm not sure you can. There's like a little metal mixing ball in the bottom. You could buy those on the internet, or you could use stainless steel BBs, but I'd recommend that you do that because it will keep your polish, or your, I call it glitter glue, mixed up. Otherwise, when it separates, you have to mix it quite a bit. And you can use any color glitter. I worked with Martha Stewart because I have a lot of Martha Stewart glitters. You can use any color, any combinations. But the thing to keep in mind is I would start a little small, with a little less, and then you can add more. So I'm going to probably make a mess here, but let me show you. I think by the time I was finished and I tried to measure, I ended up using like a rounded, here, let me show you, a rounded teaspoon, kind of a rounded teaspoon of glitter. So it does take more than you think. So I'm just going to put some of this in the funnel here. And like I said, my idea is really messy. And you just go really slow. And it's going to look like it's going to glob up. And you can see I'm a little messy. And then when it gets to right about the top, I just hit it down. And then you can see it looks like it's just going to stay there. But it really mixes in. And you could actually stop at this point, but it would take you several coats. And you can see how that's moving around. And we want it to just kind of move. Let me shake this one. Just about like this, or even better, this thick. And this is the purchase. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and I'll open it up. And I always do this over paper. Then I'm going to add the rest of this glitter. And if you, the other thing, whoops, got a little full there. When you're adding, or when you're subtracting the nail polish, you could add it to another bottle of nail polish you had so you didn't waste it. And see, I'm being much messier than you, much more messy than you need to be. And I'm going to shake this up. And you can see that that's probably a good consistency, but I really like it. I don't think we have quite a rounded teaspoon. So I'm just going to add just a little bit more glitter. And believe me, you do not have to be as messy as I'm being here. It goes much nicer if you have a funnel. So let me just add that. Got a little full. This should be a bloopers video, but I think we're done. There we go. Yeah, and now you can see I'm shaking that. Now you can see it's about the consistency as of the other. And if you had a BB in the bottom, it would be great. And then you just shake it up, and you honestly can do your nails in this. I did my nails in the tourmaline. And clean up your area. And then what I like to do is I just use, you can see with all my mess here, I just like to use a pin when I'm holding it, when I'm painting it. I'm going to just shake this just a little bit more. You need to really shake it up. And this is like the 4th bottle of it I've made. And each one varies in consistency. Let's move this just a little over here. We don't have it quite so messy. I'll go ahead and open it. Oh, it's beautiful. Get my hand. Oh, look. See, and I've put so much glitter in. You may not, with this, you may not even need 2 coats. You could just stop probably at 1. I've got a lot of glitter in there. So you can see that it's just really easy to do. And I'll move this aside and show you the one that has dried. And there it is, the one that's still wet. And I missed just a little here, and you could just touch it up a little bit. But it just dries and it's beautiful. Well, doesn't have to be this messy, but I'd like to thank you for visiting, and for more projects and ideas, please visit www.paperboutique.blogspot.com. Bye-bye.